Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. Because today is the last day of Guild Supremacy, I wanted to make one final video doing my attack with the overall best team and showing you guys the best team combinations or options depending on which heroes you have. So the team that I currently have fielded is the overall top team in the game, come up with by Rickettsia. Not using the second Malefaction talent because that is going to compromise the positioning. You're going to have Elijah blue hair up front, Lila pink haired in the back, and Sinbad Stellar bonded to them. Kruger off to the side, Mikola to the left of Kruger, and Shakir behind Mikola. If you don't have Shakir at plus 10 exclusive equipment, you can replace him for Coco, but that is the only recommended replacement. Blade Summon Spell is the best artifact. We're going to go ahead and do our run, and then we'll take a look at our score, and then I will show you guys the no twins best team option. So one thing I just want to mention is on my main account, I have Mythic plus twins, right? And I noticed that on that account, this team is not the top performer. So I think you might need to have Supreme plus twins in order for you to really do well with this comp. Otherwise, the other team comp I'll show you after this might just be a better option for you. And in that other team, there are a bunch of different replacements that we're going to go through. Sinbad is the preferred damage dealer even in that team, but if you don't have him built, Lily May can sub out Sinbad and you can still get a pretty decent score. So it has been amazing because my guild on this server is incredibly active, always focusing Labyrinth, and that is how we've actually managed to unlock difficulty 25 today, which we're currently attacking, which I didn't think was really even usually realistically possible for any guild. So it really did surprise me that this guild was able to do it. On my main account, we managed to get to difficulty 24, but we were a little bit shy of unlocking difficulty 25 today because you really need to have an incredible contribution from all of your members in order to do that. Okay, so we got 933 billion, which is definitely a great score. Sinbad is, of course, topping the damage contribution. And this is with the Blade Summon spell, which is the best option. And with that, we're going to be in the rank 3 position. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys the other alternative team option. We're going to go ahead and enter a faction talent stage. So you can see with the faction talents enabled. You're going to want to have your Malefaction talent tree upgraded to 20 faction talents. Even if you're not using the secondary tile, just the stats that it will give you is value. And for this second team that we're going to show you right now, this is going to be using the Malefaction tile. So the best artifact is Blade Summon, and now everyone does have access to Blade Summon, so you should just be running this artifact and upgrade as much as you can. Now, for the team comp, it is going to be Odie as your damage dealer, Sinbad as your secondary damage dealer, so let's have Odie on one of the faction talent tiles, and Sinbad on the other one. But basically, this team is going to be really close in damage output compared to the top twins team we just showed you. And like I said, if you don't have Supreme plus twins, I think this team is probably going to do better for you. So then we're going to have Shakir up in the front, and we're going to have Sonya buffing up both Odie and Sinbad, and then finally we're going to have Mikola behind the Sinbad. So Mikola will be behind the Sinbad. So this is your team comp. This is going to be your best option if you don't have the twins up to Supreme Plus, but if you do have like Mythic Plus or above Sinbad, you should run this team. Also, charms are very important. You want to maximize the charms of, most importantly, your damage dealers, like Sinbad charms. They should be epic and even refine them if possible. Same with Odie, because they contribute a lot of damage. Yeah, that is basically the key things. Okay, now if you don't have Sinbad, you can replace Sinbad for Lily May. And I think this is going to be now the most budget version of a team that more people can relate to. Maybe if they're still working on Sinbad and he's not complete, this is going to be your second best team option. If you don't have Shakir at plus 10 exclusive equipment, you can replace him for two different substitute options. You can replace the Shakir for Coco, and I think the positioning of Coco doesn't matter a huge amount, but you can have her in the front position. I think it doesn't really affect much. Yeah, I think, or maybe you can even have the Shakir behind the Odie, because then Sonya can run straight up to the front. Maybe that is going to be better. But yeah, basically you can just replace for Coco if you don't have Shakir at plus 10 exclusive equipment, because at plus 10 Shakir gives an attack buff to his allies, which is really important and really the major reason you're using him. Now if you don't have Coco, or I think everyone would probably have Coco, but one final replacement option is running Kruger here in the same position as where Shakir would be. He provides a debuff to increase physical damage. However, the physical damage from this team is low. Like, if we were running Sinbad, then Kruger would have more value because Sinbad is a physical damage dealer. But on this team, our two damage dealers, Odie and Lily May, are magical damage dealers. Sonya deals a bit of damage, but not too much. Now, as for the charms of the other heroes, Lily May, if you're running her, definitely get her epic charms. Sinbad, if you're running him, definitely get his epic charms. Twins need to have their epic charms if you're running them. Kruger doesn't matter. Mikola doesn't really matter. Shakir honestly doesn't matter. Sonya charms, I would recommend them if you're running her, because it does give a increased defense shred, and that is going to increase the damage output of your damage dealers. Blade Summon Spell, max it out as much as you can. But basically that is the updated teams that you want to be running for the Glyphshade boss in Guild Supremacy. And just to recap a bit of our performance and how we managed to get to this difficulty 25, or how you can manage to get to your highest difficulty possible. So clicking the I button next to earn Supremacy passes, you can see the rankings will contribute a lot. Daily quests, definitely you want to complete them, but if you're in an active guild, you're going to be completing all of these, and it just requires a little bit of effort. 3 members need to take part in just one Honor Duel battle or Arcane Labyrinth battle for the day. And it doesn't need to be a full clear of either of the modes, just one single floor attack. And then you have to do the Dream Realm and Arena, but like if you're active, then that shouldn't be an issue. So active guilds are not going to have any issue with daily quests. That's how you earn up to 5,000 per day, which is already a huge amount. The rankings are going to contribute and make the difference between a lot of players. And I think the one which you have the most control over is a Labyrinth ranking. Because if all of your guild members, 30 guild members, can rank in the Labyrinth and do their Labyrinth clear, that is going to be a guaranteed top 100 or top 200 position for all of them. And that is just free bonus Supremacy passes every week, and everyone has the potential of doing that. Honor Duel, so the interesting thing about Honor Duel is, again, like, even if you can't make it to the high rank of Honor Duel, even if you're in the top 500, you're going to be contributing some Supremacy passes to your guild. And that is value. And so making sure that you're on at least the Honor Duel ranking leaderboard, because the leaderboard does like periodically reset, and you'll have to do a clear or just end a run in order to enter that leaderboard position again. Just make sure you're in there and try to be in the top 500. Dream Realm Supreme Arena, you don't really have control over, and everyone is trying to optimize this already. And so it's just going to depend on like the level of your upgrades, the competitiveness of your server, or even district, and that is going to determine your performance basically. So yeah, don't worry too much about these rankings because they're not fully in your control. Like, you can try your best, but you will be limited based on the upgrades on your account. So anyway guys, that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys are able to get a good score with your team, and you can share with your guildmates, and also hopefully you guys can clear whichever difficulty you're on and end up in the highest ranking position possible. But just even clearing the difficulty, that is going to give you bonus rewards as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you guys are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. We're on our road to 20,000 subscribers. We're trying to hit it before the end of this season. Let's try to make it happen. And if you guys want to join my AFK Journey Discord server, there's a link in the description. Check it out. Come join us and chat with us over there. We have a bunch of active members, and I look forward to seeing you guys there. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.